Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Hope that all of you are fine and you are safe at home. I'm also fine. Welcome back to your science online class from chapter 7. This is Shabrin Shupriti, lecturer, Department of Biology, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Today I am discussing some topics from chapter 7, that is neutralization reaction and its importance, chemical characteristics of salt, use of salt. Learning objectives. What is neutralization reaction? Write the importance of neutralization reaction, chemical characteristics of salt, uses of salt in our daily life. Okay, now I am discussing neutralization reaction and its importance. First, I am telling a question for you, that how the stomach pain due to acidity is treated by antacids. There is an answer. Hydrochloric acid, responsible for acidity, undergoes a neutralization reaction with magnesium hydroxide and aluminum hydroxide present in antacids. Therefore, excess hydrochloric acid generated in stomach no longer prevails there and we do not feel pain anymore. Okay, there is a reaction, that is calcium oxide is alkyl and sulfuric acid is an acid that produce salt, copper, calcium sulfate and water. Okay, there is also a reaction that calcium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid produce calcium sulfate and water. Soil acidity is removed by lime or slaked, and the neutralization reactions happen, they are shown below. Okay, there is a reaction, 2 hydrochloric acid, magnesium hydroxide produce magnesium chloride, salt, that is salt, and water, and then hydrochloric acid plus aluminum hydroxide produce aluminum chloride, that is salt and water. To protect our teeth, we do brushing using toothpaste. Here also a neutralization reaction occurs between the acid generated in the mouth cavity and alkyl substances such as calcium hydroxide, baking soda, etc. are present in it. So, it can be concluded that neutralization reactions are playing a crucial role in our daily life. Salts. Salts are the products obtained by the chemical reactions between acid and base. We already know that what is salt. Almost all of salts are solid, having high melting point, and most of the salts are soluble in water. However, there are some salts such as calcium carbonate, silver chloride, etc., which are not soluble in water. Now I'm discussing what is the uses of salts in our daily life. First one is the salt which is making our dishes tasteful is none other than sodium chloride, which is also known as table salt. We know that sodium chloride is a table salt. Other than kitchen vegetables or curry, many of our foodstuffs, including bread, pickles, chanachur, etc., require salt for improved taste. Then, to enhance the taste of food items, another salt known as tasting salt is used, and it is sodium glutamate. The soap we use for washing clothes is basically a salt named sodium stearate, where shaving gel or foam is another salt, potassium stearate. Moreover, soda used for washing clothes is also a salt, and it is sodium carbonate. And last one is copper sulfate, kill the germs. Okay, so tasting salt is sodium glutamate. You must read this term very carefully. Tasting salt is sodium glutamate. Soap is basically a salt, that sodium stearate, a shaving gel or foam salt, potassium stearate. Soda used for washing, that is sodium carbonate. And germ killer salt is copper sulfate. There are some pictures of different types of salt. First one is potassium stearate, potassium nitrate, sodium chloride, sodium carbonate, sodium stearate, monosodium glutamate. Okay, now I am telling use of salt in agriculture. Number 1, soil acidity is neutralized by limestone, which is a salt. There is a picture, that is limestone. Number 2, inorganic fertilizers such as ammonium nitrate, ammonium phosphate, potassium nitrate are applied as plant nutrients and they are salt. The first picture is ammonium nitrate and second one is copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is widely used in agricultural land to prevent harmful bacteria and virus. It's very important MCQ that copper sulfate is widely used for prevent what harmful bacteria and virus. It is very fruitful to control the growth of algae. Industrial use of salt. In industry, salt is essential for many purposes. Number 1, salts are needed in the leather industry for tanning leather, in industrial production of butter, for producing baking soda, electrolysis of sodium hydroxide, etc. Some salts such as copper sulfate, mercuric sulfate and silver sulfate are used as catalysis in industry. In textile and manufacturing industries, salt is essential for the dye on fiber. And the salt is required to purify metal in industry. There is a picture we see. First one is dye on fiber, second one is salt is using in leather tanning, last one is mercuric sulfate. Okay. uh, Number 5, salt is also used in rubber industry, that we can see in the picture. In pharmaceutical industry, salt is used for making saline and some other medicine. Number 7, salt is essential as a fiber for manufacturing detergent. Okay, from the above discussion, it can be concluded that salt is playing very important role in our daily life, agriculture and industry. Now, I am telling you what is your today's homework. There is a stream that Onto prefers meat, oily food and chocolate. One day he had been suffering from indigestion after eating biryani. His mother gave him a soft beverages to drink and he came round gradually. On the other hand, his sister Ritu likes soya milk, soya butter and fruits very much. And the main questions are: A. What is salt? B. Write the 5 uses of salt in daily life, agriculture and industry. Number C. How did Ontu come round? Explain. D. If you compare between the food choice of Ontu and Ritu, whose food is responsible for acidity? Explain. Okay, that was my science class. Stay home, stay safe, and you must complete your homework and be attentive your class. Okay, Allah Hafiz.